Hello, everybody. How are you guys? We're continuing our series on Catholic terms explained, and I appreciate the feedback, the calls, the emails, and the texts and the comments because it helps to know that we're making such a big impact. On this particular video, we're going to talk about the idea of ordination. And ordination is when different groups within the Catholic Church get together and have lunch. The ordination is the process by which they decide what they're going to have for lunch. And the reason that there's a specific word for it is that there was so much debate at every lunch, so much discussion, really, is a better way to put it. So much conversation about, what are you having? Oh, I'm vegan now, so I'm going to stick with a banana strawberry acai bowl, right? This kind of thing. Whereas the traditional, usually older members of these different groups, and I'm talking about formal groups, but also friends and casual meetings at which lunch was involved. The more traditional, typically older, would be looking at eating a steak or a hamburger, whereas some of the more progressive or younger people would be ordering a vegan or vegetarian meal. So ordination is the process of deciding what each person is going to have for lunch, and if they're at a restaurant, then talking to the waiter or waitress about placing the order for the chef or the cooks. The reason that ordination is so important is that food is an integral part of the Catholic faith. And every Catholic kid grew up eating spaghetti and meatballs when there wasn't any other money really to buy anything. And actually, many times you were lucky to have the meatballs. So, and of course, in different cultures, you could substitute some of the common meals that were a staple when money was sparse. Because in the old days, you had 19 kids, and unless you're a billionaire, it's very difficult to stretch that dollar to feed all those kids. So you're looking at spaghetti, hopefully with meatballs. Maybe just spaghetti with some garlic sauce or butter. Regular pasta or spaghetti with butter on it. Maybe some pepper. Okay? So then, now that those kids are older, they either tend to overeat because they never had food, or they're afraid to spend money at the restaurant because they never had any money. So ordination is just simply a different way of saying the process of Catholics ordering lunch. And this is a process that could take longer than the actual consumption of the meal itself, because everybody has to go through their current diet. How did you lose weight? Oh, I lost it doing this. Yes, I've gained. That's because I've been going to In-N-Out too much, et cetera, et cetera. This goes on, and the waiter or waitress might come back 2 or 3 times. Are we ready yet? Oh, just give us another minute. And finally, the church just gave it its own term so that when the discussion of the discussions came up, they had a term that was all-encompassing. So that's ordination, and that's another Catholic term explained. I hope that helps.